bunch of different things, different words that describe the guys that we got coming in for this class. But 3 words that describe the backs, in my opinion, are versatility, toughness, and speed. And those are the things that we look for in those guys, and we believe that we found them in the 3 that we brought. The first one, Jakarian Turner. You want to talk about the process a little bit. One of the greatest things that I've heard this morning was what Coach Dews talked about. Just all the different things that go into what it takes to get a recruit. So and I just want to talk about the timetable a little bit. So for Jakarian, he got an offer from the University of Pittsburgh on June 4th, 2023. He didn't commit until June 9th, 2024. So it took a whole year, and it was a bunch of people involved in that process. From the people over at the porch, to Coach LaSala, to all our recruiting department. There was so many people involved in that. So we got to Jakarian, probably when we first got here, his film got brought up again by Coach Klein. It was like, y'all take a look at this kid. And as soon as the offensive staff watched him, we fell in love with him. It was like, and me personally, oh yeah, I want him at running back. Then Coach Jaylin said, I want him at receiver. We knew he was a great player, and he was very versatile. And then once we saw him, we built that relationship with him over a while. We got him to campus. He fell in love with, Pittsburgh, and his mom fell in love with Pittsburgh, and they fell in love with Coach Narduzzi. And then before they left, they were saying that, they want to live in Pittsburgh. So and then, he came, and then now we're excited to have Jakarian, and he's going to be a special player for us, we believe. The second guy is Synkwan Smith. He got offered. Coach Collins did a great job of discovering him. And he knew he was such a good player that he wanted to wait to offer him so nobody else touched him. You know what I mean? So we offered him, and Coach Collins ended up offering him on May 14th of 2024. And then, a special thing about Synkwan is, he had some offers from some other schools, and then he was able to, commit to us on June 23rd of 2024 without even going to the other schools, to go on a visit. That's how much he believed in everything that we were selling to him at Pittsburgh. And he wanted to be a Pittsburgh man. He has family here in Pittsburgh. He has an aunt that lives right in Pittsburgh, that lives right behind the stadium. So that was special to him, and that made him want to come. And he ended up coming to us, and we're excited about him and his versatility and what he brings. The last guy is Jaylin Brown, a kid, again, to talk about the process. We offered Jaylin on January 18th of 2024. My first day here was January 16th, my official first day. So 2 days later, we offered this kid, and that was back when Coach Partridge was here. We offered this kid, and then, to this day, and then now he commits a day before signing day. He was committed to Louisville. He went on official there and committed to Louisville, but things didn't work out, and then he ends up coming back in our lap. And one of the things about him is his mom is Polynesian, so they're all about family, and that's what that kid is about. He's about family, about hard work. And that's what he brings, and he works his tail off. He's another kid that's versatile, a track guy. One of the things that happened when me and Coach Bell went down to West Palm Beach to see him, he had just finished the state track meet where he ran in the 100-meter finals. And the next day he played in the spring game. And he was there running around, doing some good things, and we knew that was a kid that would fit great in what we do here at Pitt. So those are the guys, and we'll open it up for any questions.
Was there an emphasis on getting faster guys to play in this offense, or is that just kind of how it worked out? It seemed like all 3 of you guys got soft hands, catch ball out of the backfield, and look really quick on the tape.
Absolutely. I think, honestly, I think one of the biggest, recruiting things for us has been, honestly, Des Reed and Coach Bell's offense. To see the versatility that Des has with his speed and the things that he's able to do, those guys see that every week. And every week they hit me up, man, look at Des and what he's doing. Like, I can't wait to get there and do like that and be better. And then when you talk about speed, I mean, Jakarian ran a 4.3 at the Miami camp, and Synkwan Smith went 10.5 in the 100. He's looking to go even faster this year. And Jaylin Brown went 10.8, so speed is definitely a huge emphasis, because this game is played with speed, especially, on the perimeter. So speed was definitely an emphasis, and we always want that.
You said Synkwan, that he committed within a month of being offered, and he really bought you sold in terms of the offense and everything. How much do you think, and that was obviously before Desmond Reed had the year he did, how much do you think Des's play has made him even more excited maybe?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, it's the versatility. So Synkwan, he also plays receiver and plays running back, and he does things out of the backfield, and he returns punts and kicks and all that. So You know, and then when he came on the visit, you know, me and Coach Bell and the offensive staff, you know, we all showed him how we would use him. You know, we used some things that Coach Bell did at his last stop, and to show him what we would, you know, use him like. And he saw those things, and he knew he would fit in, you know, kind of right away, and he was excited about it. He knew me as a player and kind of, you know, the things that I did and my versatility. So he knew he would, you know, kind of fit that mold. So that kind of, you know, made him excited, and he just knew kind of this was a place for him because we would be able to use him the right way.
Talked about how linemen can take maybe the longest to get on the field because of the challenges. Running back sort of the opposite, maybe the position that's most likely to have freshmen contribute.
You know, that's interesting though, because I believe in our offense, you know, that's a little different for running backs because you have to know much more than, hey, here goes the ball, run left or run behind that big old lineman. You know, Coach, we do a great job of utilizing their versatility. You know, I mean, for example, you know, Dez is the only player in the country that had over 500 yards rushing and receiving. You know, so, you know, he has to know, you know, what's the route concept. He has to know the pass protection. He has to know the run scheme, you know, where the ball is supposed to hit. You know, he has to know what the slot receiver has. He has to know what the X receiver has. He has to know if he's outside of the X receiver, all right, and the X receiver is running the corner route, you know what I mean, he has the flat route. You know what I mean, to control the flats. Like, he has to know those things. So it's not as hard. I mean, it's not as easy as a normal offense that just like hands the ball off and just pounds it up the middle.
What have the last couple of weeks been like in Jaylin's recruitment, and what are his feelings like for Pitt in the situation he has here now?
I mean, he's extremely excited. You know, even after, you know, he made his commitment, you know, a couple months ago, we still stayed in contact, and he's been, you know, playing very well. You know, again, talk about versatility. He's been playing on both sides of the ball. He's been starting at Mike, playing running back, running around, and you know they're actually playing in their semifinals this week for state. But he's been excited. He's kept in contact with us at Pitt, and he's been ready to roll. And you know, and then once he found out that we were actually gonna, you know, take him, and he wanted to come, I mean, he was excited. He was just as excited as we were.
Is that part of the deal when a guy commits somewhere else? Make sure you keep in contact through the whole process?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this college football, you know, this day and age is crazy. You know, guys flip on signing day, you know what I mean, and go to other places, you know, for whatever reasons that may be. You know, so we always want to stay in contact with guys, you know, because we built a relationship with them. You know what I mean? It wasn't just about, oh, you didn't pick us, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore. You know, it's a relationship, you know, and, you know, we still want to continue to sell ourselves and sell our program and what we had to offer to these kids, and you never know when they're going to come back around. And for our favor, it did with Jaylin.
You spoke about Jakari and what was the decision making and whether he'd be running back or a wide receiver? Who made that final decision as well?
The versatility, you know what I mean? Coach Bell, Coach Dudes knew that he can do both, you know what I mean? So, and they knew that, you know, we felt like, you know, he would be more productive, you know, starting in the backfield because of so many things that we do at receiver. So it's just like he plays receiver too, you know, so that's kind of what did it for him. And he likes playing running back too because he's a tough kid. Like, he likes to be physical. If you watch his tape, you know, you see him lead blocking on guys as well and trying to run guys over in the end zone instead of running out of bounds. So, you know, that's him.
Anything final for Coach? Okay, Coach, thank you very much.